Hey, you.
Hey, this is a nice surprise. Come here. Are you checking up on me?
I've been so worried about you. With Paul in and out of the hospital, Dusty inheriting Stenbeck's money, all that stuff at Worldwide. It's a lot, Meg.
Yeah, it was. But things are better now.
Really?
Really. And I understand why you'd be worried. Paul's been through a lot lately. We both have.
Well, as long as the baby's okay, I won't worry.
The baby is perfectly fine. So am I. Do you want something to drink?
Yeah, I'll have some water.
Paul is doing so much better. It was a little tough at first, dealing with what James did to him. Dusty getting all of his money.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But Paul has found a way to put all that behind him.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
What did he do?
He offered to sell his shares of Worldwide to Lucinda, and she passed, but then he ended up making a deal with a foreign company.
You're kidding me.
Nope. So now he has all this free time to focus on us and our baby.
How the hell did Dusty get my company?
Would you sit down and be quiet?
What did you know about this?
Just what I told you yesterday. You sold your shares to an offshore corporation that Dusty happens to own.
Did my father give him enough?
I don't think this was about money.
Really? What's it about?
You want the truth?
No, I want you to lie to me.
Okay, from what I understand, this wasn't about Dusty gaining a company. This was more about...
More about what?
Getting you out of it.
This is a setup from the beginning, wasn't it?
What are you talking
Meg
about?
was the one who encouraged me to sell my shares. She said it would be easier for us.
Well, maybe she was
And then
right
all of a sudden,
about
as
that.
if by magic, Dusty turns out to be the buyer.
Hold on. You think Dusty and Meg were in on this
Well, it
together?
wouldn't be the first time that Dusty used my wife as a tool to try and get to me.
No. You're wrong. You're wrong.
I
That's
am
not what
sick
happened.
of Dusty interfering with my life. I am not going to sit here and take it anymore.
Well, you've already lost Worldwide. What can you do now?
I can make sure that he never does anything like this ever again.
You want Dusty to stop interfering? Then keep your wife occupied and get her as far away from Dusty as humanly possible.
What else do you think I intend to do?
I don't know. Something a lot worse.
Don't worry, you won't be implicated.
Okay. You don't own the company anymore. You've got nothing tying you down, so take your pretty little wife and move somewhere else. Start a new life somewhere else. That whole out of sight, out of mind thing usually works pretty well.
No more running away. That won't work this time.
So what will? Paul, answer me. What are you gonna do to Dusty? I'm not leaving until you tell me what's in store for Dusty.
Okay. Look, you don't need to worry your pretty little head about it.
Excuse me, you cannot threaten him like that and expect me just to forget about
You
it.
stay out of it, okay? I'll take care of him. I don't need your help.
You'll take care of him? What is that supposed to mean?
I gotta go.
Paul? Paul?
I go.
Paul, get back here. Paul!
I am not fooling myself. I know Paul's history, the lying, the scheming, but so much of it was just a knee-jerk reaction of all the abuse he got from his father. And now that James is gone, well, Paul can be himself again.
Just like that, huh?
No, it's a process like anything, and I'm sure he'll be tempted to go back to his old ways, but he knows I won't tolerate that behavior anymore.
And you think that's enough to keep him on the straight and narrow?
Well, if he wants our marriage to work.
What about all that bad blood between him and Dusty? Is he gonna be able to let go of that?
He says he already has.
Sorry, but I just don't see it.
I have to give him the benefit of the doubt, Holden. He is my husband.
Okay, all right, fine. If you say that he sold his interest in Worldwide, that's a step in the right direction. And it seems like he's focusing on you and the baby, so...
He is. Selling the company was a big deal to him, but he did it for me.
Yeah, but he needs to do it for himself to make it stick.
Okay, well, that's the thing. You know, I don't think he realized how much he wanted it until he sold the shares. And then, you should have seen him, Holden. He was so happy. It was like a weight was lifted off his shoulders. And we're finally on the same page.
Nice place to be, right?
The best.
Okay. Then I won't put a damper on it.
What? Where? Hey, who are you? And where's
Hey,
my
look,
brother?
hey, if you're happy, I'm happy. Just make sure he stays out of
Yeah,
line,
don't
okay?
worry. Paul has learned from his mistakes. We both have.
I have a job for you.
Not interested.
Really? Because I pay a lot better than the old man did.
And since when do you have money?
You don't think the old man would leave me an inheritance?
How much are we talking about?
Enough. Okay, come mind. I'll go give money to somebody who likes money.
And what is it that you want me to do?
I want you to set somebody up.
Who?
Dusty Donovan.
The guy your father was holding?
Yeah. All you have to do is plant some drugs on him, and then the police will take care of the rest.
Drugs? What makes you think I can make a score like that?
You used to work for James, right? Don't you have connections?
And what makes you think I want to use them to help you?
Because you owe me. You owe me. You kidnapped my wife and my unborn baby. Have you forgotten that?
No, I have not.
And I didn't press charges. But maybe that would change.
Okay. Okay. I'll see what I can do.
Right? You do that. You see what you can do.
Call off. You call him up right now or I tell Dusty everything.
You're not going to tell Dusty anything.
Oh, you want to bet? Speed dial number 3.
Really? Am I 1 or 2? Come on. You're not going to tell Dusty anything, because if you do, you'll have to admit to him that you went behind his back.
Why? I'll tell him the truth, that I overheard a conversation. I had absolutely nothing to do with it.
Really? What if I tell him otherwise?
You wouldn't dare.
No?
No. If Meg found out how paranoid you are about the two of them...
Meg is never going to leave me. Can you honestly say the same to me about you and Dusty?
You send Dusty to prison for drug possession. He's going to leave me anyway.
Come on,
I
look,
got
he's got
nothing to
enough
lose.
money now. He can get himself out of trouble. It's not like he's going to go to jail.
Well, then why do this?
Because it's part of a larger plan.
Oh, you have a plan?
Yes. It's in stages. I have to discredit him in stages. First I start with the drugs, and then the next thing you know, Meg knows he's not such a great big hero. What is so funny?
You really think having him arrested is going to do that?
Well, it's possession. It's not like it's a big charge.
So? You've been arrested how many times? For a lot worse. And somehow Meg still thinks you hung the freaking moon.
Oh, it'll be different with Dusty.
Okay. You keep telling yourself that.
This'll work, Emily, because this has to work.
Go off my arm. You're a lot crazier than I ever thought.
Mrs. Ryan?
Who let you in here?
The maid did.
Liz!
She's outside getting the
Get
mail.
out, or I'm calling the police.
You have every right to, but please just hear me out first.
Paul's in the shower. He's going to be down any minute now.
I know your husband isn't here,
Oh, really? How do you know that?
because I was just with him in Old Town.
Well, that's impossible. Paul would never talk to you, not after what you did to him. You were working for his father.
Yes. And now he wants me to do something for him.
You what?
Yeah. I think you should know what your husband's been up to.